If you want to be happy for an hour, get intoxicated. If you want to be happy for 3 days, get married. If you want to be happy for 8 days, kill your pig and eat it. If you want to be happy forever, beat Amherst.
The Williams-Amherst rivalry is one of the fiercest and longest-standing rivalries in collegiate America, extending beyond athletics into academics, admissions, and college rankings. Though today these two elite liberal arts colleges are more similar than different, the rivalry that began nearly 2 centuries ago with the resignation of then Williams College president Zephaniah Swift Moore persists. Students and alumni of both schools embrace the rivalry, trading stories of pranks and games that their school has won, proudly displaying their distaste for each other through the always popular Williams Sucks or Amherst Sucks t-shirts. Though today the rivalry is more good-natured than not, it stems from a moment in history in which the creation of Amherst College nearly destroyed an already struggling Williams College. Chartered in 1793, Williams was the second tuition-based college established in Massachusetts. From 1793 until 1804, the college experienced significant growth, with enrollment steadily increasing from 18 to 144. However, by 1815, when Ebenezer Fitch resigned his post as president of the college, Williams was in debt and enrollment had decreased to just 58 students. In 1817, the Board of Trustees of Amherst Academy started a fund to provide free education in languages to promising young men who desired to go into the Christian ministry.
It quickly became clear that this would not be enough to draw pupils to the school, and they enlarged their plan, aiming to raise enough money for a separate institution of higher learning.
In the years between 1815 and 1819, Williams College continued to struggle, prompting the trustees to appoint a committee to determine the expediency of moving the college. In late 1819, at the urging of the new college president, the trustees petitioned the state legislature for permission to relocate the college to Northampton. In his vicious verbal attack on the 9 trustees of Williams College who favored removal, state legislator Josiah Quincy painted a realistic picture of the local misery that would follow the uprooting of the college.
My honorable friend from Hampshire treated very lightly the effects of removal. He forgot that though it might be sport to Northampton, it was death to Williamstown. He spoke as though it were a simple agricultural operation. Then he told us what a soil that of Northampton is, rich, strong, the delight of all eyes, the desire of all hearts. The great rivers are there, and the great post road. The place was adorned with all the beauties of Eden. The only thing lacking was a tree of knowledge. This they asked permission to transplant. I then, in imagination, recrossed the mountains to look, if I may be allowed the figure, at the hole out of which this great tree was taken. I see its severed fibers, its shattered roots, and the people of Williamstown sitting mourning. The pride of their plain, gone.
When it was determined by the legislature that the college should not move, the excitement subsided and the people of Williamstown felt that the crisis had been avoided. This peace was shattered when, in the summer of 1821, President Moore announced that he had received and accepted an offer of presidency at the new college at Amherst. Moore had been popular among the students, and as a result of his resignation, nearly half resolved either to follow him to Amherst or to go to other colleges. The remaining members of the senior class rallied around each other to organize the commencement day of 1821. This commencement was particularly important because it marked 2 beginnings that would prove to be the salvation of Williams College: the formation of the world's first college alumni society and the induction of the college's new president, Edward Dorr Griffin. When President Griffin took office near the end of 1821, enrollment was 48 students. His preaching and personality drew more students to the school, with enrollment reaching 131 in 1824. However, the presence of 10 competing institutions in New England and Eastern New York made it difficult for Williams to attract many new students. Soon after the beginning of the college year in 1825, a religious revival swept through the Williams College campus. Griffin was so inspired by this campus-wide wave of conversions to Christianity and the frequent and spontaneous student prayer meetings that he raised $25,000 during the fall term to build a new chapel. The new chapel, completed in 1828, was seen by Griffin as a symbol of the college's will to survive. In addition to building the chapel during the early years of his presidency, Griffin made faculty appointments that served Williams for the next 50 years. Two professors in particular, brothers Mark and Albert Hopkins, shaped the curriculum of the college. Mark Hopkins developed a new capstone course for seniors, seeking to cohere all of their college studies through the study of the physical and intellectual man. His brother Albert taught mathematics, natural philosophy, and astronomy, in addition to building the first permanent astronomical observatory in the United States, a building that is still standing on campus today. Although the 15-year presidency of Edward Dorr Griffin helped resurrect Williams College from the ruins left from Zephaniah Swift-Moore's resignation, the rivalry between the two schools has persisted, growing into one of the best-known small college rivalries in America. The rivalry was originally only displayed through sports contests, such as the first ever intercollegiate baseball game in 1859 and the annual football contest between the two schools beginning in 1884. Although, or perhaps because, both schools have developed into elite institutions of higher learning, members of both communities embrace this historical rivalry on and off the field.
These schools were birthed from the same spot. They have history from day one. Nothing is fabricated or artificial. This is a situation where you're talking about two real nemeses. That's your rivalry.